Go.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Welch with the Welch Group Insurance Agency, and I'm actually at my house today with Scott DeMalteris. He's representing Lightning Restoration out of Tampa, and we're going to talk a little bit about how to prevent water loss at your home. Scott's the expert on this, so Scott, tell us a little bit about what you do.
Oh, thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate you having me out here today.
Yes.
On a beautiful day. What our company does basically is we specialize in the cleaning and drying of properties that suffer from water, mold, or fire damage. It can be a simple thing like a little leak behind the cabinets, or it can be a full-out flood or fire damage in the home. Our job, as our company comes in, is to bring the homeowner back to pre-loss condition as quickly and as effectively as possible.
Super. And I think today you're going to give us a few great tips on how we can prevent water loss in the first place. And we're standing right outside on the sidewalk. Scott, I'm going to go ahead and let you take the floor now and share our first tip.
Okay. Well, the number one tip is to know your home. And what you should know about your home as far as it comes to water damage, specifically the first thing is know where to shut off the water in your home should you have a loss.
Okay.
I get a lot of calls from my customers who call me up and they're on the phone and water is still pumping and flowing through their living room and their house, and they have no idea how to shut off the water. So what we're going to show you today is basically where to find your water shutoff valve. Normally you'll find it at the front of the street between the sidewalk and the road itself.
Okay.
You may find it in a space like this, kind of located a little bit on the side of the house.
Water shutoff valve.
Yes. So what we do is you just need to come out here, and this is exactly what it'll look like, the top will look like.
Okay.
It says water meter right on there.
Want me to hold that?
Yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
dirty. I'll set that
Set
down,
it down.
so you don't have to get dirty. And then what you're going to use this, it's called a curb key. You can pick this up at Home Depot or Lowe's or any hardware place that's less than $10.
What's that called again?
A curb key.
A curb key. Okay.
Correct.
So that
If you forget that, just tell them I need that water shut off thingy.
That's awesome.
And
I'll
that'll
say
work
that.
just fine. And what you want to do is you're going to find a piece in there that basically is going to fit right on top of that. There's going to be the meter
Perfect.
valve, and then there's going to be that piece. You just set that over the top of it. You turn the valve to the right, and then when it doesn't move any further, you're shut off. It's that simple. Next thing you probably want to do is just open up a valve inside and then close it back up just to relieve that extra pressure.
Perfect. So now I know how to turn off the water to my house.
Yeah.
Great. Let's talk about another tip. We'll be right back with you. Okay, we are here at actually on the side of my house right now, and we're looking at one of our windows. And Scott is going to share tip number 2 with us. So go ahead, Scott.
Okay. One of the things that was brought to light when this tropical storm Debbie just recently came through this summer was there are an insane amount of homes that have not been painted recently, and because they haven't been painted, they have small structural cracks or in the stucco or cracks around the window where the sealant has deteriorated just from being beat on by the sun. We recommend that a home be painted on average about every 7 years.
Okay, we made it.
Yeah.
We got ours painted 2 years ago.
Yours is actually in great shape. A home will do 90% of its settling in the first 4 to 6 years. So you will notice, even on a regular home that really doesn't have any damage, you'll still notice little step cracks that go down the side, or you'll notice around the window there will be some cracks where the sealant has dried up. We recommend that when you hire a painter that you make sure you hire somebody that's going to seal all those cracks before they actually do the painting, and paint it with elastomeric paint, because that's going to last the longest and it'll contract and expand well with the difference in temperature that we get here in Florida on a regular day.
Great to know. That is great to know. And I'm glad to know also that we fell in that time frame. So you said every 7 years have your home repainted.
That's right, and you'll notice when it's time, because it'll start getting really oxidized, and you'll start seeing those little cracks and everything. And it's amazing how much water will literally force its way into the home just from those little hairline cracks you wouldn't think anything of.
That's a great tip, Scott, and I personally didn't realize that. So thank you for sharing.